So, I know you're probably still sore from this past Tuesday if you put the amount of effort in that I'm assuming you put in, or pretty much that I know you put in this far into this. So let's go ahead and jump into tonight's warm-up. Let's go ahead and have this ass-kicking energy all throughout tonight's workout. And let's get some results, not just you, but the rest of us too, everybody. Let's all get some results today. So warm-up, very simple, very effective here. 2 movements, 2 rounds, minimal repetitions. So let's go ahead and knock this out. Very simple, but it's a full body one. We got inchworms and alternating lunges. So starting with the inchworm, we're standing in that nice upright position. Knees are slightly bent, and then from there, everything else is hip dependent as you hinge out. Making your way all the way down to the floor, keeping those legs as extended as possible while still keeping that slight bend. Walking all the way out into a plank form, and back in. Like I said, very simple, very effective, nothing major there. Just trying to maintain a slight bend in the knee and do as much pushing through the hips as you can, creating a nice stretch and pull on the backside of the legs. You only got 5 repetitions there for 2 sets. Walking out, keeping the hands and shoulder aligned at the bottom, and then just coming back in. The major thing is to keep the legs extended as possible while still keeping that slight bend, because as I always tell you, you want to avoid hyperextensions. Next thing up is going to be alternating lunges. 10 reps, 5 each leg. 10 reps, 5 each leg. So standing nice and tall, hands on hips. You're going to step out with one leg, depending on whichever you choose. Power back to that starting spot, and then alternate, switching over to the other. Notice that we're pushing and focusing all the weight on that front foot through the back of the foot, so the heel, and keeping the toe down and the heel elevated on the back foot. So that way you keep the knee from shifting past the toe, and we keep the contraction on those thigh muscles, not putting a lot of inordinary pressure inside that knee joint there. Those are it for our warm-ups. We got 2 rounds, 5 inchworms, 10 alternating lunges, 5 each leg. So just a total of 10, not 10 each. A total of 10. And then we'll go ahead and jump into our circuit. So let's knock that out, and then let's get into the good stuff.
All right, guys. Inchworms, 5 reps. Make sure to keep those legs relatively straight. Challenge the hamstring flexibility in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Make sure you walk out far enough where your body is parallel to the floor.
Guys, be sure you get those hips down at the bottom. So once you get here, stick it, feel it, nice tight core, then push those hips back up, coming through. So you should be leading through the hips on the way down, and then leading through the hips there on the way up. All right, complete that 5, then we're going right into 10 alternating lunges. And remember, 5 each leg only, just 5 each leg, not 10 each.
All right, go right into it here. Last one each side.
All right, one set down. Like I said, very easy, but very beneficial here. One more time. We just warming up, just get those joints and everything nice and lubricated, ready to move. So 5 more of those inchworms, 10 more of those lunges, one more time through, and let's go. Again, lead through the hips on the way down. Nice tight core at the bottom. Leading through the hips back up, fully extending all the way through.
Right into those alternating Very good, guys. Very quick, simple, but effective warm-up. Grab some water real quick if you need it. And again, show us some love in the comments. Let us know if you are ready for the main circuit because it is coming up very quickly.
All right, 6:37 on the clock. My timer's going. You got 1 minute exact. Shouldn't need anything more than that. You should be caught up with us, and the recovery shouldn't take very, very much. But get your ears ready. Turn on your listening because that is what you're going to need next. We're going to jump into the good stuff. All right, here we are. All right, so I don't want to say what I think this circuit is because Monday or Tuesday I said that I wanted to ease us into the week and then challenge us today. But I think I accidentally did it in reverse. I think I should have had Tuesday's workout for today according to that statement and today's workout for Tuesday. However, still going to get a good workout in, a lot of reps in, but do the best that you can with it. Maximum effort and intensity. Everything's intentional. Every movement's intentional and purposeful. First things first though, guys, we got push-ups into a plank jump. 10 reps. These two movements together is one, all right? So push-up plank position. We're going to show you in the full layout form here. So with this movement, you want to start with those feet separated as well. So go ahead, no matter how strong you are, give yourself a little separation. And then from there, you're going to go breathing in, pushing up, going down. Then when you get to the top, you're going to jump those knees in, jump those feet out, and repeat, all right? So the push-up and then the knee tuck back in and out is one rep. Then once you start your next push-up, you're starting that new repetition. So it should be 10 push-ups all together, 10 plank jumps all together, all right? Those two movements together combine one repetition, all right? You can use your knees for this movement, or as you see Larissa setting up here, you can use an elevated surface. So just like as you would do on the ground, just push up and then do the best you can, jump those legs in and out, and good. So even though you're not on the floor in a more of a plank position, just know that you are angled there. Your body is in a position to have to activate the core. So any movement from there on out is going to be highly beneficial, especially if you're moving in the correct facet. However, that's movement number one. We got 4 rounds for 10 reps there. Each movement together, both movements together is 1 rep. Next up, step ups into a reverse lunge. So this one is going to be a little time consuming, but one of my favorite leg moves. So with our step ups, we want to go ahead and start with the legs elevated on the bench. This is going to be your working leg, guys. This leg is going to perform not only the step up to start, but it's also going to be the leg that is going to initiate the lunge. And what I mean by that is, so you're in that position, that foot is up, and with the opposite leg that you have to the floor, don't worry about bringing that leg up and resting it up top, because I want to save you confusion from not knowing which leg you're on, especially once you're a few reps in, and then you just forget where you are, and you just start switching it up, and you're not working that same leg for the right amount of repetition. So keep that opposite leg elevated as you step up. Going back down, planting that leg, and then that leg's going to come off the bench and initiate the lunge by going right into that backwards motion. Then you coming right back up, take that leg back there, and repeat. All right? These two movements together is 1 rep. So once you finish that lunge, then count your rep. When you're doing your step up, also, however, just like with lunges and everything else we do, Make sure you have that 90-degree angle. You don't want that knee like this where you're shifting past and you're pushing more to the front of your foot. Heel down, 90 degrees, focusing through the back of that leg. Power up, leg back down. This is the opposite leg here, so take that leg off. Lunge, right back to it, and repeat. 10 repetitions there, each leg. So unlike the warm-up with the lunges, where it's 5 each, this is going to be 10 on each side, all right? So 20 altogether. Next up, more kick-ups. You guys enjoyed this so much, and it's a really good way to get the heart rate up and just challenge the upper body in general. We got 5 more reps here, starting off facing the wall, and then from there, creating momentum as you flip up, controlling yourself with the legs, and back down gracefully. Minimum impact, so that way your ankles and your feet aren't slamming into the floor, cause you to possibly develop some just some damage long term, or initially just from all the aggressive impact. If that form there is a little bit too much for you, no worries, go ahead. You can get 2 more options there. We have wall walk, so now you can start with yourself facing away from the wall, and now your feet are gonna be the guide. So feet are gonna go up the wall. As your hands follow, getting as close to that wall as you can, and then coming right back down the same way you went up, just leading through the hands and letting the feet follow, coming down just as gracefully as you went up. Minimum impact so you don't come crashing down. 5 reps there, no matter which variation you choose. Oh, and also last one with that one, I know that's a tough one, we have plank walk. So feet can be up on the bench here, and then from there, keeping the legs extended, hinging the hips up, coming all the way back to the bottom, and repeating, all right? So just keep those knees slightly bent, maintaining as much stiff position in the legs as you can to really get that extension on the on the posterior side. 5 reps, no matter which variation. And last but certainly not least, we have Bulgarian Split Squats. So going back to that surface, back foot is gonna rest up on the surface. All right, and with this one, you wanna make sure you got enough distance between that front leg and this bench, so that once you start to drop that back knee, that your knee, your body, just like I said with the lunge and the step up, isn't shifting that weight forward, but it's going down, you're contracting, keeping the thigh muscles engaged, keeping the knees in a comfortable state, back foot is rested. You can't go toe down this way here, that's gonna activate more muscles on that back leg, or if that's a little bit too much, the flexibility or just the balance itself, you can't lay that foot down as you saw Larissa do with the first few. Where you just lay that foot there and still do the same thing, and now you're just pretty much working that opposite leg that is doing the Bulgarian split squat. And that's going to be 12 reps each leg for a total of 24. So like I said, kind of simple. 4 rounds is the major thing here, and we're also going to keep you just kind of moving and moving. So not going to be as long as a rest period tonight, so I expect us to have some really good time to stretch here by the end of it. So push-ups with a plank jump, 10 reps. Push up, jump those knees in and back out. That's 1 rep, 10 total. Step ups into a reverse lunge. Again, we'll remind you once we get there, but keep that opposite leg that you're not really focusing on from landing on the bench, so that way yourself don't get confused. You don't get confused, and it saves you time as well. Kick ups, controlling yourself up, 5 reps there, and then Bulgarian split squats as you just saw, 12 each leg, and you're just controlling yourself, really working on your balance. And that is it for this evening. So not too complex, but still very challenging to say the least. So let's go ahead and jump in, and we're gonna keep you moving tonight. So rest periods are gonna be at a minimum. Prepare yourself for that.
All right, guys, let's go. Team number 7, we're starting off with the push-up plank jump. 10 reps total. Count the push-up and the jump as 1. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1. Remember to separate those feet.
Even when you jump those legs in, try to keep those hips low. Make sure you breathe in as you go down. Breathe out as you push that weight back up. Very important. Don't strain. Next up, step ups into the reverse lunge. All right. And like we said, I is going to start that lunge by going backwards and then right back forward. Pushing through the heel. 10 reps. Both two together is 1 rep. And let's go. Right leg coming off. Lunge. 1. Said, a little time consuming there. Take your time with it.
That slower pace is definitely going to add some tension to the lower body, guys. So just keep your pace, keep moving. You're doing good. You're doing great, actually. You're going to go into kick-ups next. 5 reps.
All right. 5 and 5. There we go. Flip yourself up there. Strong shoulders. You know you're strong enough, you're not going to fall with your head, so just trust yourself. You got to trust yourself and believe in your own ability when it comes to this one. Challenge yourself. You're more capable than you think you are. Trust me. If you're really working hard.
If you're not used to doing them, do the other modifications, guys. It's okay.
Yeah,
You've never done it before. You've never done any of these variations. Start off with the lesser one.
Yep. All right. So last but certainly not least, 10 reps each leg, 12 reps each leg, Bulgarian split squats.
All right, guys. 12 on each. Push those hips back. Go by a wall if you need to. We're trying to show you guys the side view, but you should have your elevated surface up against the wall so this doesn't move. Good. Very nice, guys. That completes round number 1 of 4. So let us know how you're feeling. Heart rate should definitely be elevated now. Go ahead and grab some water. We're going to get right into round number 2.
Timer's going. We start this 45-second rest periods. Those will shorten as the rounds go on, so expect a little less time going into the next set. All right, here we are. Round 2. All right, so round 2, push-ups and plank jumps. You know what to expect, you know what to do. Let's take it up. Ready, and go. Telling you move with these movements the proper way. You're not sacrificing form for reps. We're actually using proper form. You feel all of these, no matter how fast you're going. Step ups, and we are. Bulgarian to finish it. I know you're probably a little caught up with that one. Keep it up. Keep moving properly. Yeah, no need to rush it.
Alright guys, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to do this up against the wall, as should all of you. My bench was kind of sliding last time. And I don't want to fall. And I don't want you to fall either.
Yeah, so make sure if you are experiencing that issue, your surface is supported. Make sure it's supported. Don't let that thing slide.
Alright guys, 12 and 12. Let's do it. Also, I'll say make sure this front knee doesn't buckle in. So if it's going inward that way, bring it out to the side.
We'll get right to the next leg. Rest when you finish.
Woo! muscles are a little bit loose, feel a little bit more flexible, so maybe I'm getting down lower, kind of taking those muscles to a point I'm not used to, I don't know. But I'm feeling that.
I just still feel relaxed. Well, at least I did before we started this, so now I'm just trying to wake up. Two more rounds to go.
Drop that fire emoji, guys. Talk to us. How you feeling?
Remember, I said shorter rest period. I might as well stay here because we are approaching that time now.
So you can stay over there. Loris is going to grab some water.
All right, halfway through the workout, and then halfway through this circuit. 30 minutes of this workout down, 2 rounds of this main circuit down. So let's go ahead and keep going. 2 more rounds of this one, 10 more push-ups with a plank jump. See you in round 3. Step-ups coming up next. You're doing good, guys. Stay with it. You're doing good. Don't settle. Keep pushing through. I know on rainy days like this, if you're here in Indy, it makes it hard to gump up that energy you need to really, really be just very enthusiastic and motivated and just energized. All right? So just keep pushing through. You have control.
They say summer bodies are made right now, guys. Right now, in the off season. All right, do it. You guys keep up with these workouts all throughout the fall and winter time. You're gonna make each body ready. Come spring and summer. Definitely spikes with that one, guys. Woo! All right. You know what to do.
Yep, your favorite is next. You know what it is. Your favorites. One more set of those to go. If you haven't thought about it, one more set of push-ups. One more set of step-ups. Now one more set of kick-ups. Let's knock these Bulgarians out. We got one more set of those. One more time through it all. Whew.
Power through, guys. Once you can conquer your mind, you'll be amazed at what the body can do. What your body can do.
Alright. One more time through with that one.
Grab your water, guys. You deserve it.
You got 30 seconds. Timer's going. Let me get some water this time.
30 seconds? What happened to the 45?
45, 40, 30. I said it was going to go down. Said we was going to shorten those rest periods round and round.
You see what he's trying to do here? He's trying to kill you.
10 seconds. All right, last round. Let's do it. Last round through with this one. Let's do it. Let's burn through the abs like we always do. And let's take the rest of this time to do some recovery exercises, meaning stretches, things that's going to actually allow your muscles to recover faster, and then also benefit from these workouts better because now they can respond better when they're properly being able to be engaged because they're not so tight, they're not so, unable to go to the range that they need to do what you're trying to get accomplished. Last set, heroes. I'm losing my breath. Push-ups to start. Let's take us home. And we're off. One exercise done. 3 more for this circuit to go. That's it with those. No more for today. No more for this week.
Good, because I dare say those might be the toughest ones.
The toughest variation of push-ups?
No, the toughest thing in the circuit right now. For me, it kind of sets the pace for everything else that follows, right? Not one. Actually, these first 2 probably give you more than the other ones, but you would think it would be the opposite, but nope. Not for me.
All right, step ups, reverse lunge.
All right, guys, you know what to do.
First 10 done. Last 10 of these to go for me. Hopefully you're right where I'm at. Right to it.
Right through it, guys. I know your legs are on fire. longer to do. And that's why it's tougher for me, because I can kind of speed through these last two.
Similar to Tuesday. All right, last 5 handstands, kick ups, belly walk, wall walks, or plank walk. Finish up wherever you are, and we'll be back on here to introduce you into the third portion.
But guys, let us know in the comments when you have finished so we know when to move on. All right, guys, I should see everybody in the comments here very soon telling me that you're done. Talk to me.
That's time. All right, guys, jumping into round 3 here, or portion 3, I should say. Going to be our ab section, 3 movements, 4 rounds, high repetition. So, real quick demonstrations, then let's go ahead and knock these out and spend the rest of our time just recovering. So Roman chair crunches, basic crunches, Russian twists. Back to back to back, limited rest period in between. Focus on resting when you finish the 3, and then go ahead and start the next one, all right? Try to keep your rest periods as short as possible, especially while you're in the midst of completing all 3. Try to rest more after the Russian twist, more so in between the other 2, all right? Keep yourself working throughout those 3. 4 sets. First one up, Roman chair crunches. So similar to the V-ups we did Tuesday, now the feet, instead of going up in a straight motion, you're gonna just tuck the knees in. The body's gonna be in the same position as the hands are facing, the palms are down beside you, fingertips are face forward, all right? So not behind you, hands are face forward. From there, dropping the knees in and out. All right, so straighten those legs out, keeping them elevated as much as you can. If you need to rest them at the bottom, go ahead and do so, no problem. Also, just like with the single leg V-up, you can do a single leg Roman chair crunch. It'll be 10 reps each since there's 20 here, but bringing that knee in, keeping that leg elevated while the opposite side is rested. Next up, we're going basic crunches. And if I didn't say it, 20 reps there with the Roman chair crunches, or 10 each leg with bringing one knee in at a time. However, the position stays the same. Make sure your body's angled and slightly tilted. That way that core is activated right from the start. Second up, basic crunch, laying flat on your back, legs are up, feet together. You can cross those legs if you want to. Crossing them will make you a little bit more balanced. With the legs just being up and together, that's going to be our most advanced portion. Hands behind the head. And don't worry about coming all the way up in a complete sit-up. You just need to come up enough as you breathe in to contract and implement those upper core muscles, all right? That is the focus. Not coming into a complete sit-up. Don't worry about that. Just come up enough where you feel that contraction in the upper abs. You have done more than enough from there. Just continue it on. You got 15 reps, basic crunch. Last but not least, sitting back up there, similar to the first position. Now the feet are going to be elevated. Roman chair crunches. And just like with that basic crunch, those feet together is going to be most advanced. Those feet crossed are going to be second. And then other than that, you can have the heels to the floor, still maintaining that tilt up top throughout. However, you're going side to side, 30 reps, 15 each way. No matter which variation you choose with the legs, all right? So 20 Roman chair crunches, 20 Roman chair crunches, 15 basic crunches, and 30 Russian twists, all right? 4 sets of each.
That's 30 total, guys, 30 total.
30 total, 15 each way, alternating through. Make sure you're turning that chest all the way out, not just throwing your hands side to side. Rotate that upper core, okay? All right, that's the end of it. We got 4 sets there. Let's finish this thing up, and let's look forward to our weekends, all right?
And as always, just keep going, keep whatever pace you can maintain with these core movements. Don't wait for us. We're just going to keep going with it too. So just rest when you need to rest and move when you can move.
All right, you heard what the lady said. So starting off, Roman chair crunches, 20 reps. Round 1, music's going up. And we are off.
Basic crunches, 15. I don't know about you guys, but my core is still sore from Tuesday. So this should be interesting. your fourth round. We're very close to finishing up that third. Let's knock it out, guys. Let's knock it out. Last round. Good job, guys. Finish up here. Finish strong. When you are done, let us know in the comments by dropping that fire emoji, that flex emoji, that bomb emoji, whatever you feel like, guys. Show us some love in the comments after you finish up this last and final round of abs, guys. And then grab your water, head back to the mat because we will get right into stretching as soon as you are done.
Abs, kick my tail, guys. Finish it up. Like I said, time is on our side. We got about 8 minutes to go right now. That's good enough. We're going to go ahead and jump into that stretching here in about another 40 seconds or so. So go ahead, finish it up. Don't feel rushed. You guys are doing awesome. You're kicking ass. Keep inching closer and closer to those results that you got in mind for yourself, all right? Keep working towards them. Good job.
All right, guys, grab that last sip of water or take your water with you over to the mat.
All right, hope you guys are done. Let's go ahead and stretch it out.
You guys did it again. Another awesome, awesome workout. You guys are doing amazing. I know you're stronger than ever.
Gotta be messing around with us. So let's go ahead and start face down with the abs, because before I can move on anywhere else, I think I need to address that issue here first. Feel like I'm just locking up. All right, so chest down, pressing through the palms, chest is up, deep breath in, and out.
Can definitely still feel those from Tuesday.
And down. Good. 2 more times, deep breath in, and out. Down. 1 more set. Deep breath in and out. And excellent. Perfect. All right. Right leg or left leg forward here. Lunge position. And guys, you still want to maintain a nice, good 90-degree angle on the front leg. Don't let that knee shift too far forward past the toe. And you're going to push down. You should feel a stretch in that hip flexor area all the way through the top of that knee. Also, nice upright torso. Try not to lean forward too much. Nice and straight. Good. Switch it up. Same thing, opposite side.
Forgot how's my face red.
I think it's the massages.
I do, man. I
Release
think
the
that.
blood rushing onto your head on the handstands.
No, I mean,
And good, coming back.
I
Sit
really
down
do.
at the bottom.
I really do think that they loosened up some stuff with the massages, and that like I kind of feel it today. I really do.
Yep. All right, 2 legs out in front of you guys. Reaching with 2 hands. Keeping those legs as straight as you can, going as far as your body's allowing with that position. If you're bending at the knee to get to the toe, you're going too far than what your body's ready for. Allow your body to not skip any steps. Go as far as you're ready to go today with keeping the straight legs. Do not bend at the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Right leg in, keep that left leg out. Same thing, reach out again with 2 hands. Keep that left leg straight. And switch it to the right leg. Good, all right. Right leg over left, cross over here. And we turning outside the body, so right leg is over. You're gonna take that left elbow, put it into that left knee, or that right knee, and then twist out as you push into it at the same time. And 3, 2, time. Good job, switch it up. Good stuff there. All right, last few, legs out wide. Trying to loosen that thing all the way up. And just like I said with the other ones, if you're bending at the knee here to reach out, you're going too far. Just go as far as your body's ready for it. Don't skip those steps. I feel like a broken record every time. I gotta say that over and over because I just see it too often. Allow your body to do what it does now. Just go as far as you're ready to go now. Butterfly. Almost done here. You're almost free of my raft this week. Push it down with those with those forearms on those inner quads. Good. Left leg out. Oh, sorry, we already did that one. I forgot. See how fried my brain is? All right, so last thing we actually have here is a couple upper body. Let's go ahead and start with the hands up, pull the arm over. Right arm. Good. Crossover underneath the chin. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. And that's a wrap. All right. Another week down. Like we said at the start here, great job. Way to show up, show out. Way to keep getting closer and closer towards those goals that you got for yourself.
I can still do this. It's been a while, guys. This is the Chinese stand-up thing. Ugh. I can still do it. It means I'm young. I'm still young, guys.
I definitely can't do that. I'm old as heck. All right, so guys, that is a wrap on this week. As I was saying, you want to keep getting closer to those goals you got for yourself. You got to show up to these workouts. Even if you don't show up live, you got to get to these videos and get that work done. Because if you're not in the gym getting it anywhere else, this is the place you need to be getting it from first and foremost then, and then just continuing to build on that, whether you repeat that workout a couple of times throughout the week like I would recommend, and just try to get as much activity throughout your week as you can, because the more you do, the closer you get. You want to be doing more of something than you are of nothing. So the more days you can get, even outside of just these live two, is better. So maybe you can do the Tuesday video again on Wednesday, and then today's video again on Friday.
And guys,
and that gives you more and more time.
we post workouts throughout the week for you to do. So typically those are a little bit slower pace. They're usually a shorter time frame. So get in these 2 boot camps if you can. Even if you can't finish the whole boot camp or you're intimidated by them, I tell my new clients, get in at least, the first 15 or 30 minutes and work your way up. The written workouts that you are given throughout the week, you can do those at your own pace. Obviously try to challenge yourself, but they are available for you. If you don't know what a workout or movement is, you can use the search engine to look it up. And if it doesn't happen to have a video, just feel free to ask us and we will upload one to the library.
Absolutely, guys. So we're here to give you all the information and all the tools you need to reach those goals. Utilize it. Take advantage of all the information we're giving out. Trust me, there's a lot of people out here dying for that information, and you guys have access to it. So take advantage of it. Actually allow yourself to benefit and get some results from this, because I just don't want you here supporting us because you like us and you want to see us do well. That's great and all, but we want to help you. So allow us to help you and better your health, so not only are you living a healthier, better quality of life, but you can also lead it and show the others around you how to do it as well. So that's what we're always talking about, is you being the difference in the situations that you're in. So you be that shining light in the sky for all the ones around you, and don't allow them to allow you to start feeling a feeling of resentment because you're trying to lead this healthier lifestyle. Lead it in all different facets of your life, whether that's in the workplace, that's at home, that's out with the friends on the weekends, no matter what it's doing. Keep making those healthy decisions, and trust me, people are going to start to follow you for doing so, because that is going to be harder than to do the easy thing, which is just go with the flow.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Way to show up and show out. And as always, never give up.
Never lose hope.
Never settle. We'll see you guys next week.
Have a great weekend. We're going to continue celebrating our real anniversary today. We did a little yesterday, and tomorrow we're going to do a little bit more. So hopefully you guys have a good one too, and we'll see you back next week.